Thanks for joining The Broken Dead. Today we are talking The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 9, the mid-season premiere. And we've got some news, teasers, and speculation about what's to come for you. This used to be The Broken Dead. All right, we're back. Hey, so what's up, Walking Dead heads? This is Dylan.
This is Quin. And long time no see, everybody.
For sure.
Well, so I would like to say thank you all for joining us today. Whether you're new to the show or returning, we're glad that you have come along for the ride. And we hope that you join us live on YouTube every Sunday at 10-ish. At a time.
Coming back, so I mean,
don't forget to.
Hey Shay. Hey, look, the chat thing's working. They got it fixed. Awesome.
Cool. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. Ding. When we get notifications when we drop a new video, I am the rustiest. Wow. Podcast listeners, please leave us 5 stars on your podcast app and check out the website at www.brokenpicturesno.com. And that's the end of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so also, don't forget, you can go to the... the Streamlabs website in the description and check out some of our merch here. So yeah, there's that, guys.
Grown man Judith.
Yup.
Wasn't seen this episode.
No, she was not.
But yeah.
So I guess we're just gonna jump right into it. Of course, this is our first time back, first time live since November since the show went off. And there's been some differences. Some things have changed. And by the way, this is Ghost, dog.
If you didn't know, well, now you know.
Boom.
I'm not going to finish that. It's a Biggie line.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry.
That's fine.
So, just in the special notes area, you might have noticed that Lydia is not here. Lydia has decided to take another path. She's not going to be a part of the show as far as I know. So we wish her well. This show started with me and her discussing. This show would have not have happened, or any of the other things that we do on this YouTube channel would not have happened without Lydia. So a huge appreciation to her for being one of the founders for this and helping things get off the ground, helping things go. Always super dedicated. Her hard work. Yeah. And so just wish her well in her next journey here, there, or wherever, whatever she's doing next. So God bless her.
Well, all right. So I haven't done this in so long. But get ready. Here it is. It is a spoiler alert. Yeah, because we're about to talk about this past episode of The Walking Dead. So, if you haven't watched it, haven't seen it, heard about it, or anything like that, this is your time to leave. We'll give you a second.
Time's up.
Okay, cool. You're still here. Welcome. And is there any Walking Dead news we need to cover before we jump into it?
There is. I'm actually looking for our little sound effects and stuff. It's been so long, guys. I appreciate you guys cutting us a break. There's been a lot happened over the last few months. And also, I just want to address the FOMO Show that we used to do before this is on indefinite hiatus. Not sure how it's going to come back or if it's going to come back in a different format or whatever. A lot of things have changed with our schedule and our lives. And, I mean, we got families. We got things to worry about. So... if you'd like to see more of this, then you can
just let us know.
Yeah, I mean, you can check down in the description, and you can buy the merch. That'll help the channel, and also, if you feel led to give a donation or whatever, that's up to you.
We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, because we like talking to you.
We do.
So yeah. Also, please excuse my voice. I've been sick all week long. I am eating cough drops like candy.
That's
And
the worst feeling.
so we got some Walking Dead news, just for the Walking Dead universe in general. This is Denai Guerreras, not like Eddie Guerrera, but Denai Guerrera. Yeah, her last season. So that'll be exciting to see how they
The show.
close her character out,
Yeah.
especially with Rick and all all that is happening with the new Rick movies that are supposed to come out. That I've heard that they've started filming those.
Okay.
And also, please forgive us getting back in the groove. We've been out of the loop. I am very up on rumors and news and stuff like that, but over the break, I've had different priorities. So,
Yep.
Lauren Cohan is returning this season in some capacity, whether it be a teaser or whatever.
She just shows up with a gun, standing
So
on
Maggie,
a hill.
yeah. And also, rumors say that season 10 will end on a big cliffhanger.
No, stop.
We'll
Finish.
see how that works.
Finish
for
the
them.
Whisper saga now. Dang it.
Yeah. So I mean, and that might be the intro to Rick.
The Rick movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how that plays out.
Okay.
Also, the new third show, The Walking Dead, World Beyond, will pick up. I want to say the very next Sunday after season 10 ends. So
Okay.
and I want to say that there's only going to be 2 or 3 seasons of that. That's it.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
it is basically just to bridge some information between the universe and get it all tied in together.
Okay.
And some information, I guess, with what is going on with Rick, where he's been, and these different, you've seen the circles through Fear the Walking Dead. That show is still going on.
Here's
But
a coming of age story. That might be okay.
yeah. So what it's looking like is season 10 is going to end. They're going to pick up with World Beyond, and then after World Beyond ends, they're going to jump into Fear, which then leads back into season 11. So we've got round the clock Walking Dead. So I mean, if we do decide to continue with this, I don't know at this point what's going to happen after this season, where we're going to be, or how it's going to land with the Broken Dead. But there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
Plenty to do if we decide to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's it as far as I could tell.
Yep.
All right.
So, rating the episode, I'm going to give it
Excuse me.
10. No.
Wow.
Hey, hold on.
I was like, that's pretty brave, dude.
I'm going to give it 7. Are you going to keep that creepy mask on out of 10? Because this episode, overall, it was a good episode, but that Negan Alpha, ew, weirdly turns me on. What? Why?
Oh,
Dude.
Man.
You're a very crass man. You deserve a crass reward. Please, no. It was...
No.
no.
Just no. Whole lots of no. Yeah. Did not need to see what I saw.
No. I'm like, oh, man. It was going to be one or two things.
My retinas. So I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10 burned retinas. Because I did not need to see that.
I feel like the redeeming quality for me was... sorry if I just got louder. I was leaning back. Redeeming quality for me was the fact that Carol broke. Because like she's just been kind of holding together, and they've been building up to like this, and then she finally saw Alpha and realized.
So before we get too deep
Okay.
into the thing,
My bad.
we do need to do the episode intro.
Yeah. Once again.
We stay a little brief on that part.
Yep.
It's been a while, folks. We're just along for the ride.
Yep.
We're just here.
Season 10, Episode 9, Squeeze. Our favorite... That's the name of the episode. Our favorite...
Double entendre. Brr, 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 brr.
Our favorite group of survivors
Excuse
are
me.
struggling to find a way out of a precarious situation. Precarious situation.
I'm sorry. This is so funny because we are so green right now.
Yeah, it's
It's been like 4 months, something like that. November.
Yeah, November. This is February, December,
December,
January. Yeah, 4 months.
Yeah, 3.5 months, something like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
We're just having fun.
Yep.
If we're having fun, you guys are having fun, right? That's what they always say, right?
yes. But ring rust aside, yeah.
What is that?
Ring rust? Ring rust? It's a wrestling term. When someone who hasn't been in the ring in a while, they have ring rust.
Oh, I get it now. I get it.
But ring rust aside, what thoughts, notes, things do you have of this episode? What did your shirt say?
Silence the whispers.
Oh,
But
that.
okay. So my mom likes to get me T-shirts. I'm a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
My brother is a T-shirt designer maker, and I've worked with him. We know T-shirts. She does not know T-shirts. So check this out. This shirt, like this is my torso.
Oh.
This should be right here. It's like right over. It's like right over my belly.
Oh.
But hey, it's an awesome shirt. It's just the placement on the thing is weird, and it kind of looks like the Warriors logo, like that movie. The
Yeah,
Warriors.
kind of the twisted sideways.
Yeah, but I think that's the one that AMC
font.
uses.
Yeah. Well, a mother's love.
It's a black shirt, but it's not. The logo is silenced. Okay, sorry.
That's
Yeah, my
fine.
mama loves me. She just don't know shirts.
Ooh, mama love.
Thank you, mama.
So,
Merry Christmas.
Where should we start with the episode?
Oh, so okay. We started in the cave,
Yep.
which was the biggest stupid Scooby-Doo moment. I mean, worse than killing off Carl. I don't know about that because they actually like made that. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm not getting into that. It was comedic.
Comedic.
It was comedic. Like, it was Scooby-Doo. It was Scooby-Doo. There's
Scooby-Doo.
no other way to describe it than Scooby-Doo. I think that's the perfect. I mean, I'm sure you could come up with something better because you're very creative with that type of thing. But to me, I felt like I was watching a Scooby-Doo episode, like woo, 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 woo. They all-
Ricky's gang.
Yeah. And then Alpha points back like, gotcha. If it wasn't for you kids. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Daryl's dog was the only thing that was missing.
Where was his dog?
I don't know. I'm just saying they needed a Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
So I was happy to see that they moved on from how they got down there and just kind of like, okay, we're just going to move on how we're getting out of this thing. And I did enjoy how they were getting out.
Mm-hmm.
But some of it was just a little, I don't know. It just seemed dragged out and a little forced. But maybe I'm just being critical.
They toyed with who they were going to kill like the entire time.
Yes,
And
I thought for sure.
It was Jerry.
Well, no, before the Jerry thing, I thought for sure like Jerry's foot got bit because there was
Oh.
blood on his
Yeah, there was
boots.
blood on his boots, and I was like, "Oh, did it go through?" And then they're like, "It didn't go through." So there's like everybody had this like metal inserts in their
Maybe
shoes.
they're just, I don't know.
Just
I mean, he's wearing some big old clodhopper shoes.
and armor.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, well, this is it." He's gonna
He
be
even
like,
said they're biting my feet.
"Yeah."
but-
But he wasn't the one to go.
But I keep forgetting her name.
Kelly.
Kelly, I thought jumping the rocks, like this is it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like we're 5 minutes in, we're going to lose somebody.
Yep.
It's like, okay. As much as I don't want to lose Kelly, I mean, I was like, all right, we're getting real up in here.
Yep, they teased it all the way up until the end, and then I feel like I still didn't know. I felt like it was just gonna be Carol getting stuck, but Carol should have died. Is what? Shay said.
That was an interesting thing with her being claustrophobic.
Yep.
But man, she's just dumb.
She's like just
being
super,
dumb.
yeah, super dumb, being driven by revenge, and like that. And it is kind of
Shayla, his wife. Carol should have died. How many, like 5 exclamation points?
Yep.
Agreed. Carol has
'Cause-
worn out her welcome.
Yeah. She got the dynamite, went back. Instead of, I don't know what she was trying to do. She just like put it up there, then light it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I couldn't figure out what she was supposed to be doing. But I know in the middle of all this, I was thinking like this is definitely not Terminus Carol.
No. This is
Like she is so diminished at this point.
she's like lost everything, and like we've seen the cracks all through the first half of the season, and this time just straight 2, 3, 4 minutes in.
Yeah, broken Carol.
Yep.
You see what I did there?
But they made it through. I feel like I don't know how Daryl, being as good a tracker as he is, he could not find the other way, if there was another way, or maybe Whisperers can just collapse their bones and just jump through little holes. But I don't know how they didn't find the other way that they were coming. And they even like found a little sign like, oh, we see road signs, let's just go that way.
Yeah. And every single time they were sticking a match up to a hole, I was like, there's going to be a face.
Yep.
Or somebody's going to reach out and grab them. But it never happened.
Never happened.
And even every time they made it past like a certain guidepost or whatever to another area where it was open, like nobody was there waiting on them. You know what I mean? Kelly stuck her head out of the hole like boop. There was nobody like right there waiting. They waited till she got out and they're like, oh yeah, let's get them.
Bum rushed her, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get the words how to describe it. Like, it's new stuff that we haven't seen, but the way it's playing out is almost comical.
Yeah, the quality of the new stuff is not what it could be. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It used to be so grounded in reality for a zombie show. Mm-hmm. I mean, that used to be like how you got other people to watch it. Was like, oh, I'm not into zombies. Well, it's not really a zombie show. Nope. It just happens in the apocalypse, and it happens to be zombies. But it's about a family, and you know this and that. But now it's just drama and a soap opera, basically.
Yep, and it kind of feels, at least this episode, it could change. It kind of just feels like they should have went ahead, and I see why this episode wasn't like how they ended things. Like just the cave collapsing in, Negan and Alpha poking, and then like, oh, here's a break, see y'all in February.
Yeah, people would have been pissed.
Yeah, because it wasn't I guess it wasn't climactic enough. At least at the end of the last season, the mid-season finale, there was a good sense of climax. They had somewhere where they could really go with it, and it could.
Despite ending on the Scooby-Doo comical.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. All 6 of us fell down the hole.
Which was still really silly. I don't know how somebody didn't like, oh, there's a hole.
It's like, what is it, like on a Hobbit or something like that, where the dwarves are like, bump, 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 bump.
And they all fall down the hole and
yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's how I imagine it happened, by the way. So,
But before we jump to Negan and Alpha, let's talk about the Magna in the room of how she's just she might be dead. I don't know if they're dead, but
yeah, I don't know how they survived that, unless they're showing like it collapsing on this side and that side, and they just happen to be in a little spot
that they could just walk back,
held up,
and, Yeah. But then even still, they're stuck.
That much dynamite, though, man, they should be blown to smithereens.
Yep. Which is why I'm like,
but they're not gonna be.
Are they not?
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay.
They're not, because we didn't see them die.
So that means they're not dead. Till we find a body, they're not dead.
That's the rule. Unless you see them die, they are not dead.
Yep. Which equally, I don't know why Carol. That obviously that dynamite was left by some coal miner in 1918, and he was at the I'm gonna get me
1849.
some gold, and he went up there and just like I'm gonna leave it
On
here.
the East Coast.
Yeah, he was a wacky son of a gun.
Where am I?
And then she's like, "Oh, dynamite. That looks like it's way older than it should be. I'm gonna light this and see how it goes. You just throw that. That mess is unstable. It's so unstable. Some rocks blew it up, just falling on it. So if you throw it down a shaft into a horde of zombies, it's gonna go.
Yeah, a crate of old dynamite.
Just toss it over the edge.
The place is gone.
That's why I thought that she was gonna do, and then the place was gonna become unstable,
Yeah.
and then everybody had to.
What did she think was going to happen? She was just going to stand at the top and throw it down once everybody got out?
Take this, Alpha.
Was she
For
going to
Rachel.
sacrifice herself? Or what was going on there?
Like he was Batman.
Swear to
Scarecrow
Yeah.
gas.
What?
I don't know. I just said scarecrow gas.
Oh.
But yeah, so that
So, yeah. Just like Negan, they're in the shit.
literally, like I was like, oh,
I
they're
can't
getting
believe she, like,
super intimate and super weird,
yeah.
and it's, I don't know, it's fine. Like we've seen Alpha in vulnerable states before, in the earlier parts of the season, but she was by herself, and for her to kind of get this intimate with Negan,
She's not even getting jiggy with Beta.
no, she's just saying, wait, she wasn't
thinking just wanting revenge.
Yep, Carol.
Which has been Carol's MO for a while now, which is why everybody's sick of Carol. And rumors are like Carol's going to die this season because this or that. But after thinking that she has caused somebody else's death, like I get that's what Carol needed to get out of herself.
Revenge.
To realize, like having I possibly killed some other people, and she probably thinks that she did, and then losing Daryl over it. That's what Carol needed to shake her and get her out of her mess. But I don't think they're dead. I think it's a false.
A bait and switch.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's just like, this happened, and then they find the way the whispers came out, and then they show up in the final battle, just kind of up there, slingshot, Magna running with knives. I'm assuming she has knives. And then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I get as far as like Lauren Ridloff's character Connie, she's filming the Eternals for Marvel right now. So I mean, they kind of need her to go do something else, So maybe that's what's going on, but I don't know. I mean, other than just having drama between Magna and Yumiko, I don't know why both of them were in there necessarily. Because that's why I don't think they're dead, because it's two main characters, two big characters
that still have some story to fill out, even though they've gone like, there's the rails and there they are, but this Magna still plays an important part.
I want to see Magna the lieutenant.
I do
she's
too.
Far from that point. Like she's so loose cannon at this point.
Yeah. She's, somebody, I don't trust you. Oh, somebody else, hide our weapons. Oh, somebody else, let's steal some food.
Yeah.
And it's the only like real connection Magnus had up to this point was Yumiko. She didn't try to go kill Michonne, but they still didn't like click even still, and it just feels like they're wasting Magna just about as much as they wasted Jesus.
Ouch.
Because they were both two really big characters. Like Jesus had a showdown with Negan for the ages, and Magna is a straight up military leader who's a commander of the militia to fight the Whisperers.
Yeah, and the actress that plays her is really good. Like I like her as Magna. I like Magna. I want to see more of Magna, but I don't like the
Portrayal?
teenager angsty Magna.
Super angst.
Yeah.
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 So, But that's that.
Where was that Eugene kiss that they were teasing? Eugene Rosita
Probably
kiss.
not. Probably next episode.
Man.
Because that, I'm like, oh.
Eugene has earned it. Poor Eugene.
Rosita kind of just be throwing it, though.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
he doesn't he's earned it, but he don't deserve what she's given.
yeah. No,
At this
Sadiq is
point, he
dead.
should just be like, look.
I forgot Sadiq is dead.
I'm kissing 4 men's lips by the time I get to you. Anyway.
It's the apocalypse. Nobody's clean. It's the apocalypse. No one is clean all the time.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
Ugh,
Negan
gross.
just crawled out of the latrine. I mean, classic line from Negan, though. Like, I mean, I hate to butt in.
But yeah, and Negan, Jeffrey D. Morgan, always still a good Negan. He's playing it up well, but this time I honestly felt like, maybe he actually has switched sides.
Yeah.
But because I don't know, it was.
Yeah. For him to, like, start basically almost pleading for his life.
Yeah. I used to have people. I used to protect them. My name used to mean something.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's playing the long con and he's really good,
or he's just
or he's not.
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or he's turned.
That yellow thing said something over there.
What yellow thing? Error?
Hate to disrupt. Oh, it's slowing down.
You
Well-
go ahead. I'll check.
Yeah, but so Negan and Alpha, like Beta still doesn't trust Negan. Gamma, she's like, Gamma said, once she found out, they found a herd, but they fell down into the herd. She was like, oh, they're dead. They're going to start pointing fingers, and I should just dip. So she's gone, basically, is kind of giving herself away, even though Negan, I don't think that Alpha would have suspected her if Negan hadn't plant that seed, even though Alpha said you didn't plant that seed.
Yeah.
But then no one could find Gamma, so they're like,
Yeah. I almost wonder if Negan and Gamma are working together. If Negan's playing the long con and he knows,
and he's like, Gamma, heads
like,
up.
because that's very convenient for her to dip at that point.
Yeah.
When he's turned her over. I mean, the storyteller in me wants to say that this is how it's going, that it's going to make sense in the more compelling way, but the Walking Dead watcher in me is like, nah. I'm sorry, but
it could get down to a thing of like Beta goes out, finds Gamma, brings Gamma back. Alpha, she's like on her knees in front of Alpha, and then Alpha hands Negan New Seal, and
New Seal, is that what she said?
New Seal,
I thought she's like slurred or something like that from.
and just said and go to town, and then like solidifying himself right there next to Alpha. But if they show, do they show flashbacks of like plans? I don't think they ever show flashbacks of plans.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because
I remember them showing flashbacks when it came to Rick, when he, when they were showing like old,
yeah,
the very beginning. But I don't know if they've done that anytime recently.
to like explain what just happened. But
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they won't. I mean, new showrunner, new rules.
Just show a little thing, because we've seen that with Negan and Gamma have been like in the same vicinity. Just Negan kind of like, hey, how you doing? And she's over there doing whatever, and could have just
Looking suspicious as it is.
yeah. Like, is everything okay? Do they know? I think they know. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Just like, go check over there. Okay.
Okay. And
Beta's like, oh.
Alpha's like, what? Why is Gamma sprinting away? And Beta's like, oh, she likes to run, I guess.
Excuse me. I will say that I think Alpha is being played better. Like more creepy, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the way she's sniping her words, for lack of a better word. She's pulling Alan Rickman. She's just like, hey, look over here.
Yeah.
Instead of, I'm Alpha. Hear me roar.
But still, I think, is that just about everything? I think so.
Yeah. So next, you want to go on to?
Yeah. So next on The Walking Dead, Stalker. Description? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Yeah, I couldn't find a description. Usually, I just Google the episode, and the synopsis pops up, but it wasn't popping up this time. Like I said, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I barely even found this one. But so the next episode is called Stalker. However, there is no description as far as I could tell. I'm sure there is somewhere.
We'll find it sometime.
Yeah. I think that I want to believe that Negan is playing the long con. And that's why they ended the episode where they did.
Yep.
Because now that he's got her unarmed and exposed, nobody's around, now's the time to do the other deed.
Oh, gross.
And not the deed you're thinking of with all the squeezing going on.
Ew. That they didn't have to do that outshot.
No.
They didn't have to like.
No,
Oh
they did
no.
not. Yeah. All I could think is how his balls are all up in her guts. But that was way too descriptive. I'm sorry.
I retire.
I'm sorry. That was too far. I apologize.
Good.
Yeah. That's all I could think about. I'm sorry. My filter is gone. I'm gonna move on. So yeah, now that he's got her exposed in the open in more ways than one, now is the time for him to overpower her, because I think physically he could. I mean, she's a tough brute, but
she's tough, but he's been in like solitary confinement.
But he's been farming. He's got a farmer's hand.
Okay.
She wants a man with the slow. Sorry. I'm sorry. I've been sick. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It's the cold medicine talking. It's the cold medicine talking.
Alpha and Negan alone. I don't think.
What's their relationship name? That's what I want to know. Alfegan? Nega?
Whoa! Whoa!
Not supposed to say that.
Dylan.
See, I'm
Go home.
Come on. That's Negan and Alpha. It's the first of his name and the last of hers. Like, come on.
They're Alfkin. Alfkin.
Yeah, that's not going to work. For more ways than one. More reasons than one. Sorry. Man. And it's Black History Month, too. How dare I?
Okay. And with that, he won't do it now. I feel like he's still going to wait. Because if he did it now, I mean, Beta's still going to come after him. But he would definitely get him now, and Negan would just die. So I think he's going to wait. And if he is working with Gamma, he, like, you and me will go after her, and we can catch her. And they get there, and then they... Nope, I'm not saying that phrase. And then
What?
they both fight her. I was going to say, and then they double team her. But then I was like, oh, nope.
Shayla, she said Nalpha.
Nalpha. Ew. That sounds...
It sounds just as gross as it is.
Yeah. That's perfect. Cool. Thanks. But yeah.
I'm sorry for anybody I offended with that, by the way. I don't think I did, but, you know, you never know.
But yeah.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm digging a hole. Please take over.
it's fine. Negan Alpha, it's to be continued. There's still got to wait, and hopefully next episode, which I feel like next episode, this is going to be back at Alexandria with, it might show that Eugene and Rosita.
How did they even get to that point? Like, I mean, literally they just buried Sadiq.
And she just said, like, it's never gonna happen. So
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, and literally, like last episode, Gabe killed Dante and buried his body.
Yup.
Sadiq, I mean, so maybe just by default, it's like, well,
Or maybe this is
my other
just,
dude's dead. My other dude's a murderer.
or maybe, but she was like, she like went out there and held his hand and stuff and like laid on his shoulder while the body was burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's still with.
Maybe this is just her coping mechanism.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Because even in the teasers, we see that Beta has infiltrated Alexandria and looks like he's going after Rosita's baby. So that, I mean, and this could be happening, you know, several episodes down the road. So, I mean, there's give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Something.
But even still, this second half is usually supposed to be the one that's more actiony and just kind of ramped up. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually how it plays out because a lot of times we lose people on the front end because they're like, oh, it's so slow. But all they're doing is story building. And then the second half is everything that's been built up. So hopefully, but that was how Scott Gimple did it. I don't know how Angela Kang is going to do it. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, that's all my thoughts. Do you have anything else? All right.
Nope.
Back a bow.
Yep. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We hope that you'll join us live on YouTube next Sunday at 10 o'clock, hopefully on the dot. And please like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon. Ding. And so that way you know when we drop a new video. Podcast listeners, please leave us 5 stars in the podcast app. If you're listening by podcast, you're probably never even going to hear this because I'm so far behind in uploading podcasts, so I might as well just take this part out. But at one point, it will be caught up. So also check out the website at www.broken.picturesno.com, and there's a new redesign on there. So go check that out. So this is Dylan.
I am Quinn.
And thank you for joining us. Peace.
Bye. We's back.
I'm sorry.